Hello, everybody. Welcome to another topic lesson with me, Mr. Spencer. As you can see here, we are looking today at the traditions of the Chinese New Year. Okay, so obviously in your topic book, right, today's day and today's learning needing to now the ruler. Okay, so a little start activity then. What do you already know about China? It could be absolutely anything or everything. Okay, pause the video here because I'm going to go through a couple of things that you might have mentioned. Just a few things that you could have mentioned or talked about is you might have mentioned that the Chinese flag is red. It's got 5 stars on it. Okay, yellow stars. You might have mentioned the location where it is. It's located in the continent of Asia on the very eastern side near Japan, just south of Russia. Or you might have known the capital city, which is Beijing, and you can see a picture of Beijing just there as well. Anything else that you know, feel free to make sure it's written down in your topic book and sent to your teacher. Okay, so thinking back to our learning objective, the word tradition is in there, okay? Quite a tricky one. Now, the word tradition means a passing of beliefs and cultures from generation to generation, okay? So it's quite a tricky one to sort of explain, but it basically means if there is something that you and your family believes in, or that your culture, whether that be your religion or a group of people that you belong to, it's something that you always pass down to the next generation of people. And something that we always sort of cherish and share. So China, as it happens, have their own traditions, just like you and I. For example, they have chopsticks when they eat. They don't use forks, don't use knives, okay? Don't use spoons, really. They use chopsticks for almost every single meal that they have. You'll see in the middle here, we've got the Chinese zodiac signs, okay? These are the birth signs for the years that they are born in, and you will notice, coming up later on, that this plays actually a really important part in today's lesson. And also, they believe and they love the colour red. It's their favourite colour. They symbolises happiness, success, and fortune. So the Chinese New Year, then, okay. The celebration is coming up. It's just in a few days' time, and this year it is on February the 12th, so this Friday, okay. And each year has a different animal that represents it, okay. A bit like the Chinese zodiac we looked at on the last slide. And this year it is the year of the ox, okay? And when the Chinese people are celebrating the Chinese New Year, this tends to last from between 7 to 16 days, so it's quite a big celebration. New Year's dishes that tend to be the same, despite the fact that the year is changing. They often have dumplings for a starter, or spring rolls, and then towards some of their main courses might be dishes like noodles or even steamed fish. When going to a sort of big New Year's event like this, Chinese people tend to wear one of two things. They might wear a kipao, as you can see here on the left, which is like a traditional Chinese dress that's very patterned and floral and comes in an array of colours. Or they might wear a tang suit, okay? As you can see here with this family here, that the female tang suit is quite similar to the kipao, you can see on the left, where the male suit is quite sort of plain and usually just in one colour. Okay, so now leaning more towards our main task, okay? The Lantern Festival, one of the most iconic parts of the Chinese New Year celebrations. And it comes at the end of the New Year's event. This year it is on the 26th of February. Okay, it celebrates family reunion and society, people getting together and having a good time. On the 15th, everybody goes out in the street. They go to celebrate, regardless of their age or their gender or anything like that. And they set off these lanterns, and the lanterns are meant to symbolise hope and success. Okay, so your main task then, here, as you can see, is to create your own lantern. Okay, this is going to be attached to the post anyway, so you'll be able to see this. Print these 2 sheets of paper off, and it tells you exactly how to make your own Chinese lantern. Okay, make sure you cut the paper properly, colour them in, and send in a picture of them to your teacher. And then an extension task, creating a poster or a leaflet expressing all you've learned about the Chinese New Year. Okay, I learned a lot of things looking for this lesson, and it's really, really interesting. So if there's anything that you've learned extra for this lesson, feel free to put it in a poster or a leaflet and send it to your teacher. Okay,